If you're looking for a luxury people mover that rethinks what a premium MPV can be, the Lexus LM 500h is one of the most interesting vehicles on the market. From the exterior, the LM 500h commands attention. At over 5 meters in length and nearly 1.9 meters wide, it has the presence of a luxury limousine more than a typical van. The styling is unmistakably Lexus, with a bold spindle grille evolution, sharp lines, and an air of sophistication that belies its MPV roots. Underpinning it is the second-generation LM model, code AW1, which has been redesigned for global markets. Under the skin, the LM 500h delivers serious engineering. The hybrid powertrain pairs a 2.4-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder petrol engine with twin electric motors, one at the front, one at the rear, and an all-wheel drive system dubbed Direct4. The combined system power is about 273 kilowatts or 371 horsepower, with a torque figure of around 460 newton-meters. Lexus quotes a 0 to 100 km/h time of around 6.9 seconds for the LM 500h. For a vehicle of this size and role, essentially a fully fledged luxury MPV rather than a sport car, these figures are impressive. Fuel consumption in real-world testing has been higher than the manufacturer claim, for example around 9.4 litres per 100 kilometres versus a claimed 6.6 litres per 100 kilometres in one test. Step inside and the LM 500h's interior is where the luxury focus is most clearly expressed. In particular, the rear cabin is treated more like a first-class lounge than a typical family van. The 4-seat configuration, 2 front, 2 massive second-row captain's chairs, offers what reviewers describe as an airline suite luxury. Full recline, ottoman footrests, wireless phone charging, ultra-wide entertainment screens up to 48 inches, and even a partition between driver and rear cabin in the top specification. Materials are rich, craftsmanship high, and attention to detail for comfort is clearly prioritized. That being said, the front cabin is somewhat more conventional. Plush but tighter on storage and less expansive than you might expect given the overall vehicle size. One reviewer noted that the front passenger had limited space behind if the second-row seats are set for full comfort. In the driver's seat, the LM 500h is easier to maneuver than its size might suggest. Visibility is good because of the high seating position, and the drive feel is refined. Lexus uses adaptive suspension, frequency-sensitive valve dampers, and a rear comfort mode that optimizes ride for the rear passengers. But while it absorbs bumps and offers a serene ride, it is not what you'd call sporty. Reviewers consistently point out that the CVT or 6-speed auto hybrid transmission lacks the crispness of a luxury sedan, engine noise rises under heavy acceleration, and the body roll is noticeable given its size. From a practicality point of view, if you are a chauffeur-driven executive or a family with few occupants but high demands for rear seat luxury, the LM 500h excels. The cabin space for those in the second row is exceptional, with generous legroom and comfort features that few rivals can match. Boot capacity is still respectable, around 752 litres in some configurations, though the focus is clearly on passenger comfort rather than cargo. On the flip side, for larger families needing 7 seats, the LM 500h may feel limiting. Lexus offers a 7-seat LM 350h version for more occupants, which may be the better family choice. In terms of pricing and positioning, the LM 500h sits at a premium level. In Australia, for instance, the ultra-luxury 4-seater LM 500h is priced at around 220,000 AUD plus on-road costs and is described as a niche model. Lexus Australia says they sell every unit they can get. In the UK market, the LM starts at just under £90,000 and rises to over £113,000 for the top grade. With that kind of investment, the LM 500h is competing more with luxury sedans and limousines than traditional MPVs. Safety and technology credentials are strong. The vehicle comes with the latest Lexus safety system, adaptive cruise, lane keeping, pedestrian and cyclist detection, digital rearview mirror in some markets, and Lexus's rear climate concierge system in this generation that integrates seat, shading, lighting, and climate for rear passengers. Reliability is likely to be a strong point, given Lexus's heritage, though because this specific model is relatively new, there is less long-term ownership data. For urban use, the high position, smooth ride, and quiet cabin make the LM very well suited for executive transport or luxury chauffeur scenarios. Of course, there are trade-offs. The sheer size and turning circle make tight urban parking and narrow streets more demanding. The engine and transmission can become noisy under full acceleration. Cost of purchase is very high, and for someone who drives primarily themselves and wants dynamic handling, the LM may feel too sedate compared to high-performance luxury SUVs or sedans. Reviewers also note that the styling, while bold, may not appeal to all tastes, especially given its van silhouette. In summary, if you're in the market for a vehicle where rear seat luxury, comfort and presence are primary and you don't mind paying a premium and sacrificing some sportiness and mass-market practicality, the LM500H stands out as a mobile VIP lounge on wheels. For chauffeur-driven executives or families who value supreme rear seat experience over maximum seating capacity, it is a compelling proposition. For those who prioritize driving dynamics, multi-row seating for large families, or budget, other vehicles may offer a better balance.